Hello, welcome to Thursday's podcast.
You shouldn't do that so fast, you know.
Yeah, I know. I don't give a shit. So,
welcome, guys.
Hello. It's Floy and Kory, just FK. We also have Kyle, Floy's husband's here today with us.
I have a cookie.
He does have a cookie. I got a lot of cookies.
I have spicy burrito.
Awesome. Okay, I love oatmeal raisin cookies.
So
like,
my
all
grandpa.
those people that don't like oatmeal raisin cookies.
That's an old person thing. Like oatmeal raisin cookies.
Dude, oatmeal raisin cookies are the shit.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I know more old people who like oatmeal raisin cookies than I do, who like what I like chocolate chip chunk
too.
with like some fucking macadamia nuts
I
in
like
them,
that
or
too.
maybe some walnuts, some kind of nut. I need some kind of nut in my
Just like
cookie.
nuts in your mouth.
I love nuts. I really do. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about some news and police brutality, because that's something that we actually covered on the last podcast. And I'm sure if you guys...
I have been watching that over in Minnesota. Or not Minnesota.
Michigan?
Michigan.
Yeah. Yeah,
Michigan,
so...
Minneapolis.
I don't know. One of the M states. Doesn't really matter where it happened. It happened. That's kind of what, It is murder. No, it's murder. It's murder. That's police brutality is like, oh, I'm gonna give this guy a beating because he didn't pull over in time. This guy got fucking killed over $20 fucking dollars. Like, that's really what it boils down to. They fucking killed him over $20. And I'm actually gonna give my opinion based on the fact that I have seen multiple videos of the same incident from different perspectives, as well as pictures of the incident and a preamble to the incident. Okay, I'm saying preamble. I'm trying really hard to stay calm because it actually pissed me off.
I would like to start by saying that I actually have been finding great joy in the rioting that's going on.
Absolutely.
Specifically because they have been intentionally causing they took over a fucking police precinct. The police are running out of ammunition and tear gas.
Great.
Because they're intentionally fucking with them to get them to use it. I love that. It makes me so happy.
Okay. It's not okay. This is not a black versus white problem.
No.
Okay. This is a us problem.
Yeah.
Okay. It's an all of American problem. Okay. The only people that I've seen who don't think it's a problem are people who don't care for the situation and just want the authority figure there.
Right.
Okay.
I made a mistake.
Yeah, I bet you fucking did.
Oh, God.
She ate something that was way too spicy, apparently.
Oh.
I've never seen this in the 6 years I've known her. So I'm going to watch this and carry on.
So this is an American problem. There is an issue with us just caring for authority. At the end of the day, we don't need the authority. We need the ability to look at it as a case-by-case basis. These cops, they didn't care about him. It might have been because he was black. I don't know. Like, I can't, at this, I really can't. They wanted
to do that to a white guy. Okay, so let me give you an example. Here, actually, in Harrison, let me text somebody really quick to get the link address to the video. They did an amazing job at de-escalating, but this guy, if he was black, he would have been instantly killed.
Oh, I'm sure. Okay, you do that, but let me just. I don't see why we're having an issue with this. It's 2020. There's no reason for us to have an issue with the fucking color of somebody's skin. All right? There's bigger issues.
But just remember, just 60 years ago, there was a man who wanted to go sign up for college.
Yeah, and they actually labeled him insane.
I read that yesterday.
Like,
I actually didn't know about that.
Yeah, because it's a white-only college.
Oh, shit.
There is, they actually labeled him insane because the guy himself was black, and then he went to, was it Harvard?
Cornell, I believe.
Cornell. Okay, went to Cornell University, tried to sign up, and they're just like, the only reason a black man would think he could go to college is because he was insane. So they just fucking put him in a paddy wagon, sent him off to the closest padded cell, and left him there.
Paddy wagon, it makes me laugh.
And And you know, they're the fucking his brother, I think, or his cousin was a lawyer, and they got him out of the
I can't
fucking
eat that.
padded cell. Like, you
I
just
can't.
leave it for me later.
No, hold on. There's something that's too spicy for you?
There is something that is too spicy for me.
That's that hot sauce I've got.
My stomach is turning.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I bet it is.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so I can't remember the guy's name. I'm not good with names. I'm great with faces, though. I can actually see his face in my head, but I'm not good. I'm not good with names. If you guys remember his name,
The guy that we're talking about?
yes,
Yeah.
the one that went to Cornell. But right now we're going to talk about was his name George Floyd or Floyd George?
George Floyd.
George Floyd. Okay, so all of the people that knew him said that he was a great guy. He actually worked as a bouncer for a little bit.
No.
You know, the people that did know him were like, nah, this isn't real. Like, there's no reason for this. And I've watched the video of him getting put in handcuffs, and it's very like, okay, there is something to be said the way black people teach their kids to handle police interactions.
I've seen that.
Okay, and you can tell that this is something that he's done before. You know, he gets in the handcuffs. There's no fighting, no scuffling.
John Lewis.
John Lewis was the guy's name that went to Cornell.
Thank you.
There's no fighting. There's no scuffling. Okay. In the police report, they're like, there was a medical problem. And you're like, okay, what's the fucking medical problem? I mean, you can see something where something changed and like he had an anxiety attack or maybe he had an allergic reaction to something. You don't know. I don't know. What I do know is that they put him on the ground, and from the angle that everybody's seeing right now that you guys have, I'm sure, watched the video, there's one guy on his neck. That was not the only motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to express
not.
it was not the only fucking person. There was two other people on him as well. Okay, and then there was a fourth that drew his fucking mace on the people that were there who were trying to help the guy out. Okay, like at that point, and I'm just gonna be real here. If I see some blatant act of shit like that, I don't think I can stand still.
Oh, absolutely not.
I'll probably be going to prison too. That's how I've always been like that though. You know, I don't like seeing abuse. I was abused.
See,
I will do my best to find the videos. They might have been taken down.
They're still
but I will find all the videos that I found. Some of them have actually been on iFunny, believe it or not. And it wasn't that I intentionally sought it out, but they actually just kind of fell in my lap. And they showed me different angles of the same thing.
That whole thing,
There you
I'm
go.
sorry, I don't give a shit how big a motherfucker is or anything
No,
else.
okay, if you
You
take
don't
four of you,
If it takes four of you
to handle one
anybody,
person's
I don't
handcuff.
give a shit how big they are, how small you are, whatever. You need a new fucking line of work.
he was handcuffed
Exactly.
the entire time. Like it wasn't like he wasn't handcuffed. They could have gotten off of him. And if he ran, okay, honestly, here's my thing. If you handcuff somebody and you sit them on the sidewalk, like really, handcuff them, sit them on the sidewalk. If they run, that's on their fucking, that's their fucking thing.
That's on them at that
All right,
point.
that's 4 years, automatically no parole. Okay, I get that. They ran. Okay, like that's on them. The guy was handcuffed, and instead of sitting him down, letting him fucking breathe, they just got on top of him and choked him to death. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan of cops. I've had my own interactions with them that have been very disappointing, to say the least.
No.
I'm not a big fan of them. I'm really not. Now, there's good cops out there. My mom actually, I've met a few myself. My mom used to be a dispatcher.
Yeah.
Okay, she worked for the state, she worked for the city, she worked for the county. Like was a dispatcher across a lot of shit. So I've met good cops.
Right.
I've also been slammed up against the fucking wall by a cop when I was 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I get it. I get that there's bad fucking cops. All right. Honestly, I think it's an addiction. I think it's an addiction to power trips.
And I think so too. And ultimately, I think that causes an issue with people's view of police in general.
Right. Well, it's not
Like,
just that. It's the fact that like these guys got fucking fired.
Yeah.
They didn't get put in county. They didn't get put in prison.
Exactly.
They're literally walking around. Any other person
walks up, chokes out a motherfucker on the street, even if it doesn't kill him.
Shit, if you called the cops right now and said I killed somebody, they'd come and arrest me and take me to county.
Yeah.
All right. There's what the fuck just happened? Okay.
What?
Computer just went black. There's literally.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. There's literally like they are protecting each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Like there's a legitimate link between power trips and feeling like you can't get caught.
Yeah.
And if you do get caught, who the fuck cares because you're a cop?
Well, ultimately, it comes down to that whole, the motto protect and serve. Okay?
Okay, if they did protect and
Now,
serve,
right. Now think about this.
different.
If you're driving down the road and you see a cop in your rearview mirror, do you feel safe or do you think, oh shit, got to straighten up because this motherfucker's fixing to pull me
Right.
over and give me
Like-
shit for no fucking reason?
And let me just put this out there.
And I'll say that being
white as fuck. Yeah.
a pasty motherfucker, you know?
Like I get that there's a reason for police, but there is a point that it goes too far.
I personally
Okay.
Okay.
This is
Hold on.
this
So
would need, sorry.
hold on. Post the link of the video.
Yeah.
Go ahead and find it while we're in this podcast.
okay. Let me give me that real quick.
Just split up in another tab. Are you able to do that?
Yeah, that way you can copy and paste it directly into the thing.
Um,
Also, the video that I was talking about, it was local to us. His name was William or Bill, and he's the guy that my old GL,
Oh.
who he held hostage for a bit.
Ah,
So
yes, okay.
upon arrest, this guy, white, yelling, being very verbally combative, physical with the cops. He struck the cops on several occasions.
Yeah.
The cops allowed him to literally sit in his car.
Yeah.
Until they finally had enough of the verbal and physical assaults that they finally pulled him out and put him on the ground. But in doing so, they were very gentle with
Right.
it. And if he was a black man, they would have instantly killed him.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just for talking back. And that is the huge freaking dynamics. I try really hard.
now let me put this. You don't have to be black to be outraged.
No.
Okay. This is like I said. It's not a black versus white problem.
No, it's
This is an all of us fucking problem. Okay. And
it's a people versus a fucking power structure problem.
I really
Yeah.
do. I really do think that that's the issue. And unfortunately, and I'm just going to say this because we live in one of the most racist towns in America.
Mm-hmm.
There's some people who don't agree with that.
Oh no.
Okay,
Yeah,
there are some racist motherfuckers out there.
I've
I'm just
already-
saying, not everyone's racist.
I've
No.
already been in this debate at work, actually.
Yeah. Okay, there's some people who are like, oh, I'm so fucking glad there's one less motherfucker out there doing shit. And I'm like, it was $20 fucking dollars.
Yeah. And here's the thing, though. It was over an
Yeah, it was
allegedly hot
alleged.
check.
Yeah, it was
It
alleged.
wasn't even a hot check. It was fucking.
It wasn't. It wasn't a hot check.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
allegedly a
So
hot
there you go.
check.
It wasn't even a hot check.
It
So
was
I'm actually
thought
going to post
he was
this.
trying to pass off a hot check.
Was it a check? See, I
Yes.
thought it was a check, but I'm being told
Yeah.
it was counterfeit
No.
money.
They didn't know it at the beginning. It was
it
like there
was-
was something that was counterfeit.
The owner of the store called the police
Uh-huh.
because he thought that he was trying to pass off a hot check.
Okay.
It was not
Right.
confirmed that it was a hot check.
Right,
They
but let's
know.
just, he didn't even
Thought.
confirm. There's a process
Hold on.
already
If
set
there's
up for
a
hot
reason,
checks.
yeah, there is. Like seriously, it goes into the banking system and it flags you and it flags your social and everything like that, and it fucks with your credit a lot.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
It
yeah, it
does.
does.
I've never read a hot
Yeah,
check.
there
I don't know.
is there is a hot checks system. And the only reason why I know this is because I've dealt with having to deal with hot checks and submitting hot checks to the telebanking system and all of that. But there is an entire system, and none of it, unless it's over several $1,000s, involves the fucking police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, but see, like I said, there's a system already in place for hot checks. The owner, it was $20 fucking dollars, people. That's what's blowing my mind. It was 20 fucking. I know people who literally have grand larceny charges who were brought in peacefully.
Yeah.
I know someone who got off on much lesser charges when they stole $30,000 from a school vending system.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Well, there
think
wasn't even charges. They just fucking killed the guy.
I know. It's crazy.
Well, ultimately, I mean that comes back around to There's a lot of people. And
Oh, this is good.
I'm
I
just
haven't
gonna
actually
throw it out
watched
there.
this one.
There's a whole lot of white people, specifically, that feel like the police force their own little fucking private, army.
Oh man. All right, guys. I'm actually going through. I'm looking for all the videos I can find. Okay, and I'll be posting them here pretty soon because there's several of them.
See, I personally cannot watch the videos. I won't watch the videos because I have a hard time dealing with
Watching
death.
that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, death, violence
See,
in
and
general.
That's the thing.
It makes me cry. Oh my god. Remember when a few months around Facebook, the stomping of the kitten video?
Yeah.
I watched 3 seconds of that, and every time I saw it on Facebook, I literally blocked that person.
Right.
Like, I couldn't do it. As soon as that first stomp, I was like, nope.
Yeah.
And that caused me to remove several people.
It's the same fucking thing. Okay. It's a loss of life.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
Okay.
And it doesn't need to fucking happen. And we as people should be fucking outraged.
Who are missing their father and their husband right now because some motherfucker decided to call the cops over a possible hot check. Didn't even fucking check it.
Not even a fucking hot check.
And it wasn't even a hot check. All right. Now, I'm sure he didn't expect the cops to come out and kill the guy, but was it because he was black? Like, was it really because he was black? I really want to know why the fuck he called the cops to begin with. Like, he says it was over a hot check. I'm sure that's what he told the cops too. But was he just trying to fuck with the guy?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, we won't know until video interactions of inside the store come to light.
Well, see, that's actually some of the stuff I'm trying to find.
You
now,
won't.
the guy. Yeah,
You won't find it.
I'm sure. Yeah, well, we'll see.
There's a reason you won't fucking find it.
There's here's actually a news article. It's a video that says store owner explains why police were called on George Floyd. Like, the guy's obviously from the Middle East, okay, which is like and he also says he saw no signs of Floyd resisting arrest. Like, I've seen the videos, and like I'm gonna go ahead and show or paste that here. Just so you guys, I'm sure if you guys want to watch it, like I'm gonna go ahead and find all the videos I possibly can. We'll post them up on the chat, and I'll put them on the Facebook as well. I want to find the picture that I found the other
Get
day.
your wet hairs off me. Quit touching me.
There is. I'm gonna have to. Where's that picture? I know there's a picture of a different. Now let's go to images. I bet I can find it on images.
It's really hard for me. It hurts my teeth. My mouth is still on fire.
Serves you right. Serves you right.
Well, here's another angle as well. It's a still, but there is another angle here. God, I wish I would have screenshot that. It's hard to find it now. Of course, then again, I don't know if they're trying to, cover shit up by pulling it off the internet. I can tell you that I did see a different angle of George Floyd while he was on the ground and 3 officers on top of him, and that's not an angle that you can see in most of the videos. I'm gonna go ahead and post what I've got now. If I can find that picture again of that angle, I will post it. I can't promise anything though.
I saw that
I can't find it,
but I haven't seen it again.
I haven't seen it. I saw it last night, but I haven't seen it again. And that's kind of.
It exists somewhere, and I'll just say it. I don't do a whole lot of shit at work.
Right.
I've got a pretty lazy job for the most part here lately, so I'll hunt it down.
So, but no, like that was one of the big things that I saw was that there were 3 fucking cops on top of him, and that's uncalled for. That's so uncalled for.
Hold on, I'm still looking for the William.
Okay, so
Bill Stafford.
Here's one. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there. If the links don't work, let me know.
All right, here.
Yeah, there's. Oh no, I've got. Oh, is that the vehicle one?
Yeah, no, it's part 1 of the William Phil Stanford arrest. And I'm going to link it here, the differences between, okay, so this is extremely violent crime. He's got kidnapping, he's got pulling a gun, resisting arrest, attempted murder, like several other charges holding. So, and this is him being arrested.
Okay, so this guy's got kidnapping charges, is what you're saying.
Kidnapping, attempted murder charges. He was in a fast food restaurant and pulled a gun out in the restaurant.
Okay, tell me if those links work, guys. If they don't, I'll try and find them again and post them a different way.
All right, here, I'm going to text this to you.
But there is now that we're gonna use as a comparison a local. This is a local crime, right? Okay. We're going to use this comparison of local crime. I will give you that I feel like there's actually there's more good cops in this area than there are bad cops. There are some. I know there's some Green Forest cops that are absolute assholes.
Hold on. Okay, so you got that.
No peanut.
I also want to let you know, this guy also verbally assaulted, physically assaulted, and bio-assaulted these officers, spitting loogies at them.
But what you're saying, like, I will say this: the local cops, I feel like they have better training, or at least more put together.
No, see, I don't think so, because a lot of the local cops, especially, I've noticed that they do instigate a lot of shit.
Oh, I've seen them do it. Yeah.
Like I've seen them instigate shit with me, and I've never been in trouble with the police.
There's a lot to be said about de-escalation. Like our job, all of our jobs, requires the ability to de-escalate in very high stress scenarios.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of our local cops here, there was a lady who was literally stalking my house and sitting out front of my house and refused to leave, like absolutely refused to leave. I was watching kids. She was stalking. She was spying. She was taking pictures, doing all kinds of.
I had something similar to that.
Illegal shit. You were there.
Yeah.
And this is when we lived in Western Grove, and when I had Hannah and Matthew, and I was taking care of them, she was trying to kidnap the children from me. And she was literally doing that, and the police officer yelled at me because I called the police on her.
See. This is why people don't trust the fucking cops.
Right?
Somebody takes pictures of my kids and sits outside my house and I'm shooting them.
Yep. Exactly.
Like,
and I'll get away with it.
I don't.
Like, I don't trust the police in general. I've never really trusted the police.
Well, there's something to be said. There's no cop that can be hired that has an IQ over 110.
Yeah. Now, I can say that because I am very white passing and all of that, I have not had the troubles I could have had with the cop.
I think,
especially when I was younger.
I really do think that that's true. Like, we're both mixed.
Yeah.
I'm very mixed.
I'm not.
I ended up looking like my grandfather. If you guys looked at my brother looks like
He looks like your mother.
Yes.
I think I've ever seen a picture of your brother.
My family's actually very dark. I just took over after my grandfather. I'm very white.
Did you put that video in here?
The one that you sent me?
Yes.
No, not yet. I have not.
Go ahead and do that.
It keeps telling me that you guys are live and asking me if I want to listen.
There's 1 second. Let me copy this and pull it over here. Put that there, and then we'll come up here. And pull it from this. Sorry guys, I'm pulling up another video. This is a local. Copy a link. Pull it over here. All right, so here's another one. All right, this is not of George Floyd. This is actually a local crime that took place. Are these working? I need to know if the links are working. Please post in beneath if they're working. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can check it real quick.
I'm gonna step in the other room because it's gonna
Okay,
probably
yeah.
cause some kind of weird
I've
feedback.
had a lot of
Yep.
hurt. Like I physically hurt. My heart hurts.
Yeah.
It won't let me see him because I will.
Oh, it won't let you see him. Okay. That's a shame. I'll post all of these on the Facebook page.
Well,
That way you guys can
it,
see
it
it.
may just be because it's because I logged in after you posted it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Anybody that comes after this
Yeah.
won't be able to see them. I'll post
Here,
them
hold
on
on.
the Facebook
Try
page.
keep it open and try to repost it again.
Oh, like I just have to constantly repost whenever somebody comes in.
No, I mean just. Oh yeah, true.
Like I'll put them on the Facebook
Yeah.
page of at was it Morning Coffee with just FK.
into the description.
I can't add to the description, but I'll put them on the Facebook page. It'll just be easier that way. Put them on the Facebook page. There's going to be 4 videos. 3 of them are going to be George Floyd. I will try to find more angles because I want you guys to actually look at this from a biased point of view, okay? And understand that I'm trying very hard to remain calm because it pissed me off. Okay, I'm more than just pissed off. I'm outraged. Okay,
Well, fuck yeah.
there's
fucking insane.
it is insane.
The fact
It is
that they keep doing
insanity.
this
They
shit.
keep doing it. That's
They
the definition of
keep getting away
insanity.
with it.
I've seen a lot of shit. Okay, like, and I watched these videos not out of like some sick, twisted sense to get that kind of shit.
Part 2 of the bill.
Okay. I'm not watching it of some sick, twisted sense of like, oh, I want to watch a snuff film. I'm watching it to educate myself. Okay, I'm watching it to educate myself of the situation and everything that came or preceded that, and the situation itself. Okay, I'm not going to just watch the outcome. I'm not just going to watch the part where he dies. Now, I did watch that, but I also watched before. Okay, and my own opinion, my own personal opinion, out of everything that I watched, everything was unnecessary. The cops being called, unnecessary. Him being put in handcuffs, unnecessary. Him getting pushed down to the ground and killed, unfucking necessary. It's very simple here, and this is my own personal opinion. This is not like, it's not like I watched some gangbanger or some white trash shoot at a cop and then they, arrested him and questioned him and then took him to jail. No. This guy wrote a possible hot check. I'm using air fucking quotes, okay? Because it was a possible hot check. The owner of the store called the cops on him over $20 fucking dollars, and the cops came out and were like, you know what? Your life is worth less than $20.
What?
There was nothing that he did to even instigate anything with the police. And they said some medical problem was affecting the situation or some shit like that. And
Then you call the fucking paramedics. You step back, put them in the back of the goddamn patrol car.
right.
Call the fucking
You've got
paramedics and have them
motherfuckers
evaluate.
there. You can at least pick him up, put him in the back of the patrol car to see if there's like an actual reason for you to be there, which there wasn't.
That hurt?
No.
You know what caused that? Fucking medical problem.
Yeah. But look, they had 4 people there. If you cannot peacefully detain someone with 4 people, you don't deserve to have that job. Now they've been fired. Let me talk about that for a little bit. They've been fired,
But they have not been arrested.
No, I was going to get to that.
Well, no, they were fired.
They were fired. They're not on administrative. No, they're actually fired.
Well,
Okay.
That does not justify it.
It doesn't
They
justify
still murdered a guy.
No, it doesn't justify it at all.
3 officers
it's
murdered someone.
It's better than paid leave.
That's if I went out, okay,
Still fuck.
killed someone, and my job was like, you're fired, but we're not gonna really do anything.
Yeah.
Sorry, what? You don't want to put murder charges on them because they were your fellow officers? You're part of the problem.
Yeah.
It's not just the officers that were fired. Anybody who refuses to put murder charges on that kind of shit, they're part of the problem. They need to be charged as accessories as well.
Yeah, and see, I was reading this last night in one of the pages I follow on Facebook. There were several cops on there talking about, oh, he should have stopped resisting. He wasn't resisting. He was trying to
I
breathe.
hate that shit. I fucking
There's
hate
a
that
difference
shit.
in trying to pull air into your lungs, especially when you're laying down on your chest. That is hard to do.
All right. Americans foundation. This fucking country was built on resisting. Okay?
Mhm.
We literally built the country on the fact of fuck you. All right? And now
I know what we do.
Now they're trying to make us very complacent. But, the whole fucking anarchist in me, and I'm a hardcore anarchist.
Look, okay, I
Very
know you're a hardcore
anti-government,
anarchist.
anti-police.
There's some days, like this last week, where I'm like, fuck it. Let's burn everything to the ground. If it ever starts, the first thing I'm gonna do is burn down a bank. I'm not gonna rob it. I would never rob a bank. I'd burn the fucker down though.
Personally, I like the idea behind Fight Club when it comes to that.
Mm.
The whole,
Yeah.
I don't-
institutions to help.
I don't like violence among people, but I do heavily condone, and this is probably going to get me popped with the TSA or some shit like that, government. I'm on a list now.
I've been on a
But
list for-
You're
You're married
not
to me.
already
I've been on a
list.
list for years.
yeah. Anyways, I'm not for violence for people, but I am for systematic violence. And what that means is take down the fucking system. Humans rise up against the powers to be.
Disestablishmentarianism.
Take it fucking down. Take your
Well,
fucking country back.
And see that.
Set up your own fucking communities and stop being complacent and learn how to do things for yourself. And this is why I'm very self-sufficient. Grow your own fucking food. Do everything your fucking
But see,
self.
the government has already put shit in place to make that harder. Like you can't collect rainwater.
In some places, that's why you fucking rise up against the government and have a refusal.
Like, why would people not be
seriously,
able to
we
collect
outnumber.
rainwater?
Hold on, I'm
Like-
sorry, but we fucking outnumber them. Take your fucking land back.
Like, have you seen the pictures from Minneapolis?
The-
Have you seen any of the pictures of the rioting down there right now?
I've seen some pictures of the rioting. Like, look, like
Like
shout
that?
out to
I love
Minneapolis. Yeah, shout out to Minneapolis. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Peacefully protesting the cops. That's the best thing you can do because we all know that if you at any point get violent, you're going to get shot at. So shout out to all the people who are being very peaceful in the situation. Shout out to the delivery drivers who, once they realize who the fuck it is, they turn around and leave. It's not that the protesters are actually stopping people from going
Yeah,
in.
they're like, oh, fuck,
They're
you
just
know, they need
telling,
food.
they're just telling them who that motherfucker is, and the delivery drivers are turning around. They don't want to deal with that shit. They don't want to give food to a fucking murderer. Okay, and anybody who says, "Oh, well, everybody deserves to eat," yeah, that motherfucker deserved to live. Okay,
Yeah.
No.
Everybody
I've got
has
some-
a right to life.
I've got
And
some
peace.
that's your fucking Bill of Rights, constitutional rights. Like you deserve the right to pursue happiness,
To pursue life.
and happiness.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Liberty.
And liberty, yeah, liberty, life, and happiness. Like Jesus Christ. But what we're doing, we're telling people that their life is worth less. Okay, your life is not worth less. There's the reason we actually started this podcast is because I have people in my life who don't feel like they deserve love or happiness or life, and they feel like everything is worthless because they've never been treated like they have worth. Okay, that's why I started this. I actually started this to put my opinion out there. Everybody has worth. Everybody has a sense of self-worth, and it's not that you never had it. People took it from you. You're not fucked up. Other people are fucked up, and they fucked you up. Okay, it's the same shit, just said in a different fucking language. Okay, you guys have worth. Never think that you don't have worth. Don't let people treat you like you're worthless because you're not.
You are not free salsa.
I have
fucking guacamole.
What
Man,
queso?
like this is. I'm sorry. This is like I've got a lot of really raw emotion for
No,
this
you're
one.
Yeah.
good. You're
Like-
good, dude.
I'm trying really hard to stay calm, but I can
No,
feel
no,
it just building
I
up.
can
Like,
see it, and then it's like
okay, it's so simple for me though. It's so simple.
it is, but unfortunately, it's not simple for a lot of people.
No, it is simple. They just refuse to acknowledge it. Okay, it's not that it's not simple. It's very simple.
In
This is a
that not
person.
acknowledging it, though, there's
I
there's a
understand
lot
that they're. Yeah, I understand that
It's
If you-
complacency is the
it
reason
is.
why.
It is complacent. And we've talked a lot about complacency and the issue behind it. Okay, do not become complacent.
Did you take your meds?
No, I have
We
not.
went from 2 people listening to 20, like real quick.
No, that's all right. It's because it's getting shared.
Yes. Oh, 1 second, guys. I gotta take my meds.
You know, and that's something that really bothers me about Americans. They're so complacent. Like,
They weren't.
stop. I understand that your forefathers and your parents and everything have made life for you incredibly fucking simple. And the only thing you have to do once in a while is work and go to the store. Your life is not difficult by any means.
No,
We
it's not.
all, even impoverished people, we have it fucking easy. Yeah, we may have some that fucking want for, but you know what? We have it considerably easy than we have in the last 100 years.
Let me just.
And straight, frankly, we as a nation have become too fucking lazy, and it's
Oh,
time
very much so.
that the youth, especially, we outnumber the boomers, the generation.
It's not
the
even. It's
millennials.
not even like a boomer issue.
No, it's not a boomer issue.
Like it's everybody.
No, seriously. Our we need to fucking rise up against previous generations who have encouraged the complacency
of the
who,
youth.
encourage the laziness, take our fucking country back and overturn the power. Simple
Like-
as that. We own this fucking country. We're allowing some fucking old ass
Hold on,
geriatric
somebody-
bitches
Yeah.
to fucking take it from us.
Okay. All right.
We're allowing them to control us like cattle because of fucking complacency.
I gotta throw this out there. Okay. I was homeless for a very long time. Okay. Like I have been homeless. I've been homeless as a child. Okay. I've lived in the back of a Blazer on a dirt road. Like with my brother and my mother in the same fucking car. Like I know what it is to have nothing.
I've never been through that personally. I've been through.
I've been homeless.
I've never been full on homeless. I've been to the point where it came to I had a roof over my head, but I couldn't eat because I had a roof over my head.
No. See, okay.
Right,
So
yeah.
I've been homeless to the point of not. I lived in my fucking truck, and I still refuse to conform and go to a shelter.
No.
I pulled myself
No.
up by my fucking bootstraps and refused
Let
help
me-
of any kind.
Let me just say that out of everything that I've been through, that took away my complacency. I'm
Yeah.
no longer complacent.
No,
Okay,
you're
if
always
somebody-
striving anymore.
If someone tries to push me down, I know how deep and how fucking far down I've been, and I know the climb to get back up, and I've done it more than once.
No.
And if it happens a third time, motherfucker, I bet I can't do it again, because I will. And the next time, I'll come back stronger. Every time I get pushed down, I will always rise to the occasion. And there's something to be said, and it's actually a lot of advice that I got from my grandfather. I give to you because as people, my grandfather's a very smart man. He's not complacent, never has been.
No.
Okay, that man has made and lost more fortunes than most people see in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's not yet dead, but he has made himself over and over and over again simply because he is not complacent. Let me put this, like, the American dream is alive. It's faint, but it is alive. It literally needs the lack of complacency and drive. Okay, you can't achieve it. There's nothing that says
We
that you
need
can't
another-
other than other fucking people.
We need another fucking Normandy. That's what we need.
Shit.
We need the citizens to rise the fuck up, get off their fat
Is
fucking
that
asses,
shit-
put down the goddamn hot
Oh my
pockets,
God, if
and
that-
fucking storm the goddamn streets.
If
That is
shit
what we fucking need.
were to
And I'm not
happen
talking about
today-
violence. I'm straight up talking taking over the federal buildings.
If
Like, seriously,
I
take
honestly,
over the fucking
don't
federal buildings,
think-
the local officials, all of that.
We're getting
peaceful
really
fucking
close into the
protest.
extremism that we were trying to
I am a
avoid.
fucking anarchist. That's what I fucking am. Take your
Let me-
fucking shit back. It is yours to be fucking
No,
had.
the thing is, I agree with you. There's another way to do it.
But
Okay.
no, I'm not saying use
There's another way to
violence.
do it.
Use violence.
Hey.
Don't use violence, but
You don't have
fucking.
to yell.
Well, I'm not. You
Yeah.
guys are just talking over me, so I
Sorry.
have to get my fucking point out. This is what
Okay,
happens.
all right. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was talking over you.
You
Yeah.
both are. You won't shut the fuck up
Well,
for me to
well,
talk
I
for
think,
once.
I think what's happened is we're all
You
very,
haven't. You haven't though. All right, hold on.
we're all very
This is a hard
emotionally
matter.
raw.
Yes, it's
okay.
a hard fucking matter.
Like,
Now, seriously
Let me
though,
have
I'm
it.
not talking talking about violence. Don't get me fucking wrong. I'm not talking about going and killing fucking Trump or anything like that. I'm not talking about killing your officials or anything like that. I'm talking about storming the place, holding it there, and refusing to allow the powers to operate to control you. Peaceful protest, take it the fuck over.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm really not. Actually, I agree with you. I'm probably a little bit more extreme on this subject than you are. Because I realize that any situation that revolves around any federal building will result in some form of violence, whether it be on the violence on the side of the protesters or on the side of the federal government.
Do you know why we're so easily controlled right now?
Well, I don't know. Probably because they crushed our dreams. And
No. Okay, it
weeds.
starts with the fucking farmers. The farmers,
yeah.
the actual self-sufficient ones, the ones who can get out there and teach everybody that what they're doing is they're encouraging a one-crop growth where they don't even consume their own food anymore.
Yeah.
They're encouraging that, and they keep them down by fucking taking away our jobs with a certain amount of things. But seriously, they do fucking NAFTA. End that shit already.
Yeah.
Have American jobs, but they're substituting and supplementing the farmer's income instead of allowing them to have multi-crops and build their own
Actually
stuff.
make money.
Yeah, they're actually giving them a check to keep them peaceful, to keep them quiet.
Yes.
And they're taking the foundation of Middle America away.
There's actually a basis on psychology revolving around the use of money and marketing. And I think I actually covered this on another podcast previously, but there was an instance where what's that place we go to donate blood? Red Cross?
Red Cross?
Okay, so Red Cross attempted to get more blood because they they didn't have enough in the reserves, so they tried to pay people to do it. And when you offer money and when you put money into a situation, you relieve the guilt. So people will actually not give blood more than they would for free. They had less people show up simply because they were paying for it, so they no longer feel guilty about it. They're like, oh, well, I don't need that $60, so I'm not going to donate. Right. So, and there was actually another instance where there was a daycare who constantly had late pickups. Instead of people who were trying to get there on time, when they put a price tag on late pickup, they had more late pickups. Simply because people were like, oh, you know what? I pay them and they're going to be there. That's the fine. And they just go about their day because there's no longer guilt. Okay. And there's a lot to be said about guilt in America and the relief of it through monetary compensation. Okay. Let's be real here. All right. What Floy said about the farmers, 100% true. Do you know it's actually illegal in some states to set up what's it called?
Solar panels?
Solar panels. Thank you. It's actually illegal to set up solar panels.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
It's in the same vein if it's illegal to collect your fucking rainwater.
Right. It's the same reason it's illegal to collect your own rainwater.
Fucking
they don't
Florida.
want you. Yeah, they don't want you to be
they
self-sufficient.
they want you dependent upon the things that they provide you to hand feed you, and that's why so many people are on fucking welfare now.
Right. Okay. Look. Let's go back. Let's go back 100 years ago.
They can't tax it.
Right. Let's go back 100 years ago. Okay. If you were homeless, you weren't hungry because you just went out and you fucking
you foraged.
Yeah, you foraged.
You
okay?
hunted. Yeah. And now they put fucking taxes and
which is unconstitutional, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah,
and they make you do the hunter,
that's a different
passes and everything and it limits and all this shit. And I understand that was originally in place to stop poachers. It never stopped poachers. It's never going to stop poachers.
No.
What it's happening is taking good, lawful people and forcing them to become a criminal for being self-sufficient.
Yes. Yeah. There's actually the French Polynesian Islands. People, I'm just going to put this out there. The French Polynesian Islands are completely self-sufficient. Why? Because they allow their people to be self-sufficient. Everything that you need, you can be found on the French Polynesian Islands. Absolutely everything.
You can survive 100%.
Okay. 100%. They don't need to import or export anything. French Polynesian Islands, 100% self-sufficient. We have fucking cities bigger than the French Polynesian Islands. All right, cities that are bigger. You can literally if states aren't self-sufficient, there's something wrong with the infrastructure.
Yeah.
If you yourself,
especially our state in general, there's so many fucking natural resources.
oh yeah, there's actually
Well, I mean, we're in the
forests.
natural state.
Yeah.
There's more forests in the state of Arkansas than there is in like the rest of the fucking United States.
Yeah.
There's some crazy fucking
The thing
thing
with
like
that,
that.
though, is if they allowed people to use those natural resources, and without a way to track it,
They wouldn't be able to
they
get any
would
money
never
off of
make
it.
fucking money.
Right. Okay.
And ultimately, money makes the world go round.
All right. I don't agree with, everything needs money. I don't agree with that.
Oh, I don't.
Like, let's talk about COVID-19 for a second. Italy. There's 2 guys in Italy who figured out how to make some respirator piece of respirator machinery, okay, for like 20 cents. And because they couldn't get any from the company because they cost $2,000. These guys made it for 20 cents a pop or some shit like that. Okay.
And
Saved people, and now they're getting sued because that company didn't get their money. You know what? Fuck them.
Fuck corporations.
Like,
in
let me
general.
tell you, like, if the country of Italy doesn't step in and tell that company to fuck off, and they're not going to use them anymore. Like,
You know what? Honestly, we need to fucking bring more of the barter systems back into play.
Oh,
I barter all the
absolutely.
fucking time.
absolutely, I do too.
I've been a supporter of the barter system
Oh,
for
and
years.
Fuck yeah.
Like, guys,
Fuck yeah, it starts with a
That's
fucking paperclip and ends with a goddamn boat.
Okay,
Like,
that is how I
seriously, it's
used
the
to
fucking barter
That's how
system.
I used to get new cars. You know this
Right.
story. Think about it. Back years ago when you knew me, every 6 months I have a new car.
Right. The barter system just isn't things. You can also
No,
you
use
can
your
also barter
time.
with your skills.
Yeah.
Okay, if you know how to re-roof a house and you need your car fixed, okay, talk to the guy,
Exactly.
barter with him, say, look, I need this and these pieces on the car fixed. Can you do this for me? I'll do your roof.
Yeah, or
Okay.
for food.
Or for food. Yes. Use
Hey,
your
I'll fix your
skills.
porch.
All right.
Make me dinner.
Like, that's why I learned to trade.
Yeah.
Any way that you can take, any way in your life that you can take government involvement out of it, because guess what? They're not going to tax your fucking time. Not yet anyway. So I'm sure within the
they
next
will
20
eventually.
years, they're going to try.
I've read 1984.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I know. I'm living it.
Yeah.
Think about that. Buy a new fucking car. How much taxes are you going to pay in certain states? Some states don't have, property tax for vehicles.
God,
Nope.
Some states do.
What is it here now? Is it?
Ours is
Oh.
9 fucking percent.
It-
Like, it's insane.
How much?
It's
Nine.
fucking insane.
9%.
Is that local or state?
Both.
It's both.
We're taxed 3 times with every single fucking purchase that we make. We have county, state, and city.
Yeah, but
Like,
12,
seriously.
that's 3% Like, if
Yeah.
you showed up with a 3-inch dick, like, that's not a lot of dick. But if
Hey.
you add the other 9 inches to it,
Now I'm offended.
oh, now you're offended.
Anyways, like I'm fucking saying, anything that you can do in your life, in your time, that takes out government involvement, that tells them
Actually, you know what? That's
that
a
they
great
don't
way-
have fucking control over you, fucking do it.
Guys, that's a great way to measure just how much you're getting fucked. Okay, take your tax, your property tax, multiply that or turn that into inches, and ask yourself if you could take that much dick. Okay,
I know personally, I can't take over a 5, so don't even try to step to me with
look,
that.
all I'm saying is, like, there was a whole war that got started over like 3%.
Uh-huh.
Was it 3% tax? You're the history buff. Was it? I think it was
I
less.
don't remember. I'm just
It was actually
I'm just
a
thinking I can't use this analogy for measuring taxes because I'm kind of a hoe.
Well, congratulations. I'm just saying, like,
Yes,
that's the
I
history
think
of
it was.
it.
I think it was like 3% tax.
Yeah, there was an entire war that got started over 3% tax. The Revolutionary War, by the way.
Let me.
All right.
let
Yeah,
me double check
we're going to go
this.
ahead and double check. I think it was 3%. It might have been less. I think it might have been 2. But that doesn't fucking matter. We're now at the point where they want 12%. They want 9%. That's a lot of fucking money. All right. I want you guys to understand that if you only make $1,000 a month, because there's a lot of people who only make $1,000 a month, they're taking a tenth away from you. Now you only have $900 a month. There's people who budget like a god, and that's the only way that they're able to make rent and and have food and raise their kids, and they're most of the time they don't even qualify for fucking welfare.
Yeah.
And there's no reason to have
Like
welfare in the beginning.
we are one of those families. We sit at the point where we make too much money to be considered poverty,
right.
but we don't make enough money for
Yes,
for true, fulfilled survival. I mean, yeah, we're surviving, but we're not fucking happy about it.
Like, we're okay, but we're not going to fucking Disneyland.
No.
Okay. Well, all right.
And
Okay.
I'm not going on vacation. I mean, God, how long did I have to fucking save just to go on our honeymoon 4 freaking years later?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
me and my
fucked.
wife been married for 2 years. Sorry. That's right. We just now have enough money to go on vacation, to go on our fucking honeymoon. Okay. And we've saved like every fucking penny for a very long time. Now, that's not including the money that we saved for down payment. We're only about halfway there for down payment, but on a house.
Candy budget.
Candy budget is a fucking problem, but like, it shouldn't be survival, okay? Like, we live in a fantastic country. At least it used to be. Okay? We used to be able to make... All right, let me put this out there.
I'm a savage. I have to sit on the counter.
Back in the 1950s, 1960s, back when college was a huge thing, the price of college was minuscule at best. And if you worked a part-time job, you could afford a place to live, you could afford to go to college, and afford a new car.
Yep.
All right. The American people as a whole have lost 90% of their spending power. Okay? 90%. We know.
And yet America is richer.
Richer
Look at
and
that
richer.
shit.
Yeah. It's not that America is richer. There's a few who are
Oh,
richer.
and we have fewer liberties now because that shit keeps being stripped away year after year after year.
Well,
Your complacency
they're
is
going to
causing
keep
your
doing
liberties
that
and your
as
rights
long
to be
as
stripped
people
away.
allow them to do
Yes.
that.
See, that's why. Okay, people.
I mean,
I'm just putting this out there. That's the Second Amendment is important for the sole fact that if you do need to rise up and change the regime, you have the power to do it.
Yeah, and that's the way our forefathers fucking intended.
I mean,
That is. It really is.
It
It is to have a proper militia, properly trained.
Yeah. Not just
Okay.
Hold on,
Yeah,
but
not
God forbid you have self-sufficient camps and stuff like that. Look at fucking Ruby Ridge and Waco and all of them. People,
As soon as you have
a little culty,
self-sufficient-
yes, but people self-sufficient enough, standing on their own, doesn't need
Actually, I
any
think-
need for government entities. You have a fucking 60-day standoff where they come in and murder your entire fucking family.
I think the majority of those actually preached against the government and its overreach.
Well,
Yeah, look at this.
Speaking on Ruby Ridge, on that one personally, that is a good one to reference. But there are also a lot of people who think that Randy Weaver was a white supremacist.
Right, but see,
It doesn't matter. Okay, I don't get. Okay, this is where I'm going to differ. I don't give a shit what the fuck they stand for. They still have a right for their liberties as an American citizen.
I'm not arguing that.
I'm not saying they're free from consequences from their fucking words. Because if they're shit people, they're shit people.
Advocating white supremacists.
No, I'm advocating against the murder of a fucking family for being self-sufficient.
Okay, here's the thing though. Like, is that something that they said or something the media said about them? Because at some point you got to realize the media is part of the government. Like,
And they
I've
do
basically-
control and skew.
Everything I've read,
the control and flow of information is how Hitler
Right.
and Stalin came to power. It's the same
everything
thing.
I've read on it makes it seem like it was more of a media spin, and he just didn't
Right.
he just didn't want the government fucking with his shit.
Well, that's just straight up libertarianism.
Yeah.
Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Leave other people the fuck
you know
alone.
the whole Ruby Ridge thing.
Honestly, I haven't read into Ruby Ridge, but I
for you.
Yes. I mean, please, I'll read it. I have no issue with that. Waco, Texas.
Now, here in Arkansas, there was a thing when there was another one. The purple people were another one.
Yeah, I haven't seen them in years.
Yeah, that's because they were fucking stormed.
They don't exist anymore, dude.
Why?
They were stormed a few years ago for their self-sufficient. Okay, so it was this black community. There were absolutely amazing, very peaceful people.
Yeah.
There was a couple of abuse allegations towards some of the younger boys, not sexual abuse, but physical abuse from one of the fathers in there. All right, so what happened, because they were self-sufficient, they didn't work. They tilled the land on themselves. They sold things at local communities, very typically respectful, nice people. I got to meet them. I got to talk with them. I talked to them about their beliefs. And while they were a little skewed from my own, I still had immense respect for them. A couple of years ago, they were completely stormed. And half of the men were killed. Yeah. And anyways, half of the men were fucking killed.
Jesus, I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't because people squash it. There were a community near Eureka Springs, Arkansas.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's why
one
you don't
person
see
had
them anymore.
allegations, so they just went in and killed a bunch of people.
Well, they stormed it, yeah, and they rose up against him.
I mean, I would too.
Fuck yeah, I would.
I'm sorry, but if okay, here's the thing, guys. This is why the Second Amendment is so important. Okay, like I'm very much a constitutionalist. Okay, the Constitution is probably the best or the most well-written document in history. Okay, like there's and I know originally it didn't include. Honestly, there's stuff that it didn't include originally, but amendments have been made to the Constitution that make it a beautiful document. Okay, and it is absolutely. We have drifted from that. We've drifted from a constitutional republic towards like Gestapo. Like,
Oh yeah.
we've lost a lot of our history just through the fact that we're not teaching our kids what their rights are anymore. We're not
They
teaching
don't
them what
even
the
fucking teach history anymore, man.
No, they
That's
don't.
coming from somebody who is like seriously months away from having a bachelor's in history.
right.
They
You know what I
don't
remember?
fucking teach it anymore.
Between first grade to like sixth grade, it was Christopher Columbus came over. He met the Indians. They had a party. He went back home, and I'm like, okay, cool. And
That's
then-
wrong history.
It is,
Okay.
but that's what, like,
See,
you know exactly what I'm talking
I know
about.
exactly
That's
what
what
you're
they
talking
fucking teach.
Okay, see, here's the thing though with that.
Now, I do
You
know
learn-
my history, though.
You learn
Yeah.
history in elementary school.
Right,
Then you learn a little bit more in junior high school.
right.
Then you get to college and they're like, yeah, all that was bullshit.
Yeah.
This is what actually happened.
See, I haven't even been
And
to,
luckily, I was lucky enough in high school
me
to
too.
have that type of history.
Yes,
It was
I
like,
had,
this is bullshit. This is what happened.
I remember his
I had
name,
Eric
Mr.
Miller.
Mr. Cheatham was my history teacher.
Wait, hold on. Is that the
That's the guy that we met in the bar that kept buying me tequila shots.
okay? So I
Fucking love that.
I met his old high school teacher in a bar a while ago, and the first introduction that I had of him was him shit-faced drunk, falling over, grabs his wife's ass, pulls her closer, and said, "This is the best fuck I've ever had
Okay,
in my life."
Now then, they have been married since 1986.
It wasn't even high.
That's a
It was
beautiful marriage.
it was just
And they're still like that all the time. I
That's a
love it.
beautiful, like, shit. I do that kind of, well, I mean, you saw my wife when
Yeah.
she was leaving for work. Like, we do weird shit too, but we're more of that weird shit. So,
But no, they don't teach
no, they don't.
history anymore. Like,
Mr. Cheatham actually went by and he's like, look, this is real history. Like Christopher Columbus, when he had to tell the queen, I can't remember what happened, but he had to tell the queen something. So he took 500 beans, painted one of them red, put them in a bag, and he said, the one who draws the red bean has to tell the queen. So I can't remember what it was, but it was largely held that whoever told the queen whatever it was, and I'll have to figure out what it was because it's
they're
maddening me. Yeah. They were fucked. They were literally either going to be put in prison or beheaded. Like, it was some serious shit. So, Christopher Columbus actually drew the red bean twice in a row. And he's like, all right, well, I guess that's fucking God for you. And he did. He ended up telling the queen. But Christopher Columbus was majorly an asshole and a coward.
not only that,
Oh,
a
very much so.
murderer,
Yeah.
a rapist,
Yeah.
a pedophile.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, Christopher Columbus was not a good guy.
Well,
We're like,
most-
yeah, let's celebrate him.
Most of these celebrated people in history were shit people.
Right.
I mean, even, you know, I hate to say this, and I hate it. Even fucking like Benjamin Franklin, man.
I mean, he
did
was
not-
a.
he had his fair share of skeletons.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, he really liked his ladies.
Yes, he did.
Of the night. Like, there's a lot to be said about Benjamin Franklin. Now, brilliant man, but of course, different time, different era. We're not going to get into that. Right now, we got to talk about our era and how we've literally lost our way. I really feel like we were way off the path at this point.
Yes.
Okay, and it shows. The people who know first, it's like a business. Okay, anybody who's worked for a company that's going under knows that the lowest man on the totem pole, they know when shit's going south first.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, not the VPs, not the CEOs. It's the people who are at the bottom rung. They know when shit's going south. They're the ones who get cut. They're the ones who see the stock coming in. They're the ones who don't see it coming in. They know. All right? We're the low man on the totem pole. We see shit going south. The people at the top, they get paid to go on fucking golf vacations, and we spend millions of dollars on any vacation the president takes. And honestly, and here's my thing. If you're going to be the president, I don't think there should be time off.
Agree.
I think if you're going to be part of parliament, there should be no time off. You are elected, work your ass off, because we're working our ass. We don't get time off.
Yeah.
The majority of Americans today don't take vacations.
No, we can't afford to.
I would love.
And we wonder why mental illness is so fucking high, because we're literally taking away all of, the citizens' freedoms, sticking them inside of a fucking cubicle and forcing them to work for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Most people can't even retire at the age of 60 anymore.
No.
Like they used to. Hell, most people retire at 45, 50.
Well,
between
ultimately,
55.
That comes
You know-
down to the whole thing about, a lot of people work so damn much they don't even have a chance to enjoy
Yeah,
life.
we don't even have, the majority of us can't even afford a fucking 401k anymore.
No.
We
All right,
they
people,
don't have
you know what? I'm gonna
retirement
go ahead-
benefits.
I'm
We
gonna
don't
go
have
ahead and throw
in
this
our
out
generation right now. We wouldn't even have SSI to
No.
look upon, because that was
Oh, that's
fucking
so
taken
sick.
from us.
I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there, guys. There's an app called Robinhood. Okay,
It's awesome.
It is awesome.
We're
It's
not
actually
sponsored, so
we're not sponsored. We're not sponsored by anybody. I'm just throwing it out there so you guys can have some kind of something to hold on to. Robinhood is an app where you can buy, sell, and trade stock, and you don't have to have a lot of money. There's no third party. You don't have to pay anybody shit except for the government. If you cash out, they will take taxes from it. But
Unless you write your taxes in such a way that
Yes.
it is
Yeah.
to go
If
into
you-
a retirement fund.
Yes. If you pull taxes out for a retirement fund or for medical bills, I don't think it gets taxed.
No. Or if you just simply cannot afford the payment,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if you make
right.
too little of income.
yeah, there are ways around it.
There are ways around it, but I'm not teaching anybody how to evade taxes. There are legal ways to do it. I invest heavily in Robinhood. I do make money. Okay, it's a fantastic way. If you don't have a 401k, if you don't have stocks or shares or anything like that, Robinhood is the way to go. You can put in like $10 and you can buy shares with that. They've actually got fractional shares now, so you can buy, 1% of what's it called, that cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. You can buy 1% of that for $10 or some shit like that, and go about your day, and it will accrue money. So you can put money into it slowly. The secret is to honestly put money into it and forget about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I use it for emergencies, like an absolute emergency.
Right.
And when I pull money out of it, it's always an emergency. It is a trusted app. I've used it for years. I've never had any issue with it.
I
if
actually
you guys-
use it as well. I just don't remember my login information. I haven't checked my stuff in over a year.
I would actually. There
I'm
is.
gonna see while I'm sitting here.
There's a lot to be said about the ability to do that. Okay, because typically people need to start out with like $10,000. You got to make at least $1,000 to even come up and positive. Yeah, Robinhood's legit. I don't trust
Oh,
Acorn,
Acorn is some shit.
Yeah.
We won't get into Acorn.
but I
fuck
highly
Acorn.
recommend. I highly recommend you guys check out Robinhood. Okay, especially if you've never gotten into stocks or anything. Robinhood is how I started.
It's a good educational
It
tool.
is a good educational tool.
And there's
you know,
a lot
I
to be
jumped
said
in-
with smaller stocks too.
Yes. I jumped in to get my feet wet. I started with $50. I made like $200 in about a month or so. And I was like, okay, cool. And now at this point in my life, like me and my wife are actively putting in a lot more money into stocks and shares because we know that we're not going to get any kind of retirement.
Right.
I'm not going to get any retirement for my company. I'm not going to get Social Security. My wife's not going to get Social Security. We're
No.
too young. By the time we retire in the next 30 years, we're going to have to retire when we're 75.
Right.
And once we hit 75, we're going to have to retire when we're 80. And when we're 80, we're going to have to retire at the age of 90. Like,
And then when you're 90, you're dead.
yeah, and when we're 90, typically you're dead. Actually, more men die at the age of 80 than women do. Women actually live longer than men.
That's
for a
because
majority
men
of
do
reasons.
stupid shit.
Men do
And
stupid
that's not
shit.
talking shit about men. I'm a guy. I do stupid
Well, I mean,
shit.
it depends on who you're married to. Some men just die to get away from their wife.
I I've known some old dudes like that.
Why does the
But,
screen keep on black?
Because the cord keeps getting pulled out.
The
But
cord's not pulled out though.
I don't know. I'll have to go through and check the screensaver. Anyway, do use Robinhood, guys. Like, if you don't trust me, because we are a third party, we're like, do your own research. Okay, I highly recommend everybody doing their own research, but check out Robinhood. You know, taking $5, $10 out of every paycheck and buying stocks with it. That's how you're going to end up with enough money to retire one day. Okay, and the earlier you start, the better. I started when I was 25. Okay, I'm waiting for my godson to turn 18. I'm going to start him off with $50 and get him on it as soon as I possibly can. You have to be 18 to buy and sell shares and stocks because you have to be a legal adult to do that anyway, unless you have, you know, a parent or something. But that's through a broker. Start your kids off. You know, start them off right.
Well,
If they have $50 when they're 18 to start buying and selling shares, they can work with that. Give them opportunities instead of taking them away. All right, it doesn't matter your skin color. Give them opportunities. Push them towards excellence. Okay, if you teach them how to walk down that road, they'll eventually go back to it later on in life. All right, some kids, they start off well and they know what they want. The majority of them don't, but some of them do. If you start them off buying and selling stocks and shares by the age of 18, by the time they're 40, they can retire.
hopefully,
Okay.
if they make right choices.
Well, I mean, it's not even about making the right choices. It's just about getting yourself in a mindset where you take a step forward rather than falling back. And when you do fall back, being able to get up and keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Ban says he's trying to teach his 15-year-old daughter money management and lessons on investing. Yes, absolutely. Now, Ban, are you the father or the mother? I can't tell by your name. I'm assuming you're the father.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's a man. I think it's a man. By the way, he's talking.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just
All right.
wanted to make sure.
I'm just
Men,
checking.
men talk inherently different than women do.
Look, I don't judge.
I can't tell the difference.
I
can't
can.
either. So,
Only because we're men.
there's a lot to be said about that. Okay, like I really kind of I respect you. You know, teaching your daughter how to take care of herself. You know, money management is huge. My mother taught me money management.
And I love that. Like, I wish someone would have taught
Right.
me.
Yeah,
It's one of those
nobody
things-
taught me that at all. I had to
No,
learn
I had
that
to
shit
learn-
by
I was
my
that
own.
Guy that would go blow half my fucking paycheck on stupid shit and then not be able to make my bills. You know,
My
because
grandfather. I'm gonna go ahead and
zero
throw
money
my
management.
grandfather's advice
I
out
had a
there.
key.
My grandfather actually told me when I was young, and I went to him and asked him about investing because my grandfather made his fortune, one of them, through investing. He ended up losing it during the 90s because of the stock market crash. But the guy remade himself constantly. It was beautiful to watch. He told me that if you make your fortune, if you make $1 million today, and you lose it, it doesn't matter. Before you're 40, you can make your fortune over again as many times as you need to. Okay? Once you hit 40, you need to start investing in, you know, like bonds and
I don't even know
And
what
CDs.
bonds are. Just to throw that one out there. I know who
okay.
James Bond is.
Yeah, no, not the same thing. So, but no, he told me that regardless of what you make today, it's not going to last all the time. Okay, and you can remake yourself and you can do those high risk investments until you're about 40. And that's when you need to convert to CDs and bonds and get a guaranteed rate of interest. At that point, it's safe. Okay, because you earn later on in life. And at 40, if you take what you've made, put it into CDs, and you get an absolute 100% know what you're going to get accrued interest. And if you leave the CDs alone, you get payments on it once they reach their maturity.
Right.
You know, that's important. I don't know how we went from police brutality to this. I think it's honestly because I needed to calm down.
What the fuck is that?
It's titty soap. My sister-in-law.
Fuck is
It's titties. Yeah, go ahead.
What? Get that away from me.
It's soap.
It is soap. It's legit
So does
soap.
it look like a titty?
Because I asked her to make it look like a titty.
Wait, she makes soap?
My sister-in-law makes soap.
Okay,
Yes.
I have
Yes.
ideas.
Oh, I know. So, yeah, for those of you who don't know, my sister-in-law actually makes soap, and she found a gelatinized soap. So I asked her to make titty soap, and we've got some what's it called? She attempted to make some. Some of them didn't come out very good, so we're trying to do it better this next time around. But they straight up feel like and jiggle like titties, and they look like titties. So it's actually really cool. Now that I've calmed down enough to actually kind of talk about it again, I'm sad. I'm not sad. I'm morose.
You're fucking angry about the
I am
situation of
angry,
what's
but
going
I'm
on.
morose at the state of what's going on. It hurts me. It really does. Like watching videos like that actually hurts me. The only reason I watch them is because I need to form my own opinion.
Right.
I'm not going to trust the media. I'm not going to trust other people to tell me what to think. I watch the videos to form my own opinion so I can come back and talk to people with an educated thought process. And I'm thinking about it now. I'm thinking about the fucking video and the look on his face. And as soon as he pissed himself. Okay, they were on top of him for so long.
They dehumanized him.
Yeah, they dehumanized him. He pissed himself. And as soon as he did, like I knew he was dead. At that point in the video, I knew he was dead because I could see the piss literally coming across the fucking pavement underneath the fucking vehicle, and I saw him just stop with it. And at that point, I knew he was dead. And the entire time that's happening, they're recording.
What pisses me off with that is police are trained in survival techniques and how to keep someone alive until
They're
paramedics
trained
get there.
that person is their responsibility.
And that pisses me off.
You don't
they
give a
could
shit
even
about the person.
they cut off his breathing. They strangled him essentially, but they couldn't do basic CPR as soon as it happened.
They weren't going to do CPR because they were on fucking top of him.
Yeah.
Like they shouldn't have been on top of him to begin with.
No, they shouldn't have.
They shouldn't have. And what pisses me off, I think what bothers me a lot, other than the obvious, they fucking killed it.
They did.
It
was murder.
It
wasn't even police brutality.
This has become so fucking commonplace that there are people that literally just don't get two shits one way or the other.
Right.
Which that alone is fucked.
They don't give two shits until they're the one underneath that fucking police.
Exactly.
Okay. If you look back at the Nazi regime, okay, they didn't hate everyone at the same time. They hated one form of people, and then they took them and they killed them, and they hated another form of people, and the entire time, all the other people were like, "Yeah, fuck them." Yeah, until they got to them, and they're like, "Wait, no, we were totally with you with the other guys." And they're like, "Yeah, fuck you too."
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the extremism towards Jews was just the beginning. Okay, they did the same thing to black people. They did the same thing to every other denomination of people.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't give a damn whether they were Jewish or not. They were going towards an Aryan race.
Yes, and the German residents, they turned a blind eye. Like this shit was happening in their backyards, and they turned a blind eye. Like hold on, realize that in the Jewish concentration camps alone, they were literally set up in neighborhoods.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not just the Jewish culture. Look at the fucking what was it? The Japanese.
I think you're thinking it. No, I don't think you're. No, Vietnam.
No, I'm thinking here in America. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, the Japanese concentration camps? Yes. Yeah, I do know what you're talking about. Yes.
That was here.
Yes, it was.
On fucking U.S. soil.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but that's one of the things when people started on the concentration camp thing and how horrible they were. Motherfucker, we did that shit too.
Yeah, we're now having the Mexican concentration camps. And you can call them whatever you want, detain, whatever. It's a fucking concentration camp.
Look, okay, here's my take on it. Okay. If you want to come to America, like we make it too hard.
No, hold on.
Have you seen?
Hold on. Just.
I wouldn't be able to pass it.
To put this in perspective, this is written literally in the gates of the country. the gates to the fucking country. Hold on. Let me pull this shit up because I'm going to read this for you fucking viewers because a lot of you don't remember what our fucking country was founded on.
Immigration. Like,
Exactly.
We were literally founded on immigration.
Free immigration. Open fucking door policy.
Okay, originally we were forced to come here as a prison colony.
Well,
No, we weren't. We weren't.
okay,
It was-
I should say this,
That was
though.
Australia.
No, America as well.
Even in the early days of the U.S., and I have to throw this out there, because it was founded on immigration. But even back way back in the day during the whole Ellis Island shit, there was still a push then to only allow people in who were useful to the country.
Okay.
Which I think is stupid as fuck, because if the majority of people coming here from other countries are coming because one, they are so fucking impoverished wherever the hell they are.
You want to know why they're impoverished? Like, all right, guys, I'm just going to put this out there. The reason why other countries are impoverished, dyslexia. The reason other countries are impoverished shit, to the point that they are today is because the majority of people who are educated in other countries who
Come here.
They do come here. They're actually strongly advised to come here. So we end up taking the people, the doctors, the nurses, the scientists, the construction workers.
All of the quote unquote
qualified people.
Yes, that's a good word. Qualified. I was trying to think of a word.
Yeah, no,
that
we take all the
wouldn't,
qualified people
right.
from other countries and they bring them here. And that's why other countries are still third world. Like, there's no reason for us to be having countries that are considered third world nations today.
See, the thing
All
is
right,
that
all right, hold on. All right, no, I've
Okay,
got
back
this.
to-
I've
back
got
to what
the,
we're
yeah,
saying.
I've got it pulled up. You know, a lot of people don't even, they've never been to, they don't know that it's written, but it's called the New Colossus. You know, it is in fucking bronze. It is literally our country's motto. It goes, not like the brazen giant Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from the land to land. Here at our sea-washed sunset gates shall stand a mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is imprisoned lightning, and her name Mother of Exiles. From her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome, her mild eyes command. The air bridge harbored the twin cities' fame. Keep ancient lands your storied pomp. Cries with the silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, the tempest tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. That is strong fucking words, and that is American motto. Open fucking door policy and stop allowing the country, the government, to brainwash.
I know what you want to say. I would say the same
What?
fucking thing.
Fucking
Like,
say
we
it.
are not teaching this in high school.
No,
we're
we're
not
not.
teaching it at all. I know that's what you want
No,
to say.
no, we're
not
teaching conformity. We are teaching that all other races are fucking bad because they bring rapists and liars. No. In our fucking country motto alone, give me your fucking homeless.
No. Actually,
This is
hold
gonna
on.
get- this is gonna
Pause.
get
No, I
into
want you to
shit.
sit here. I want you to talk about this. You are about to become a history teacher.
Yes.
Okay. I want you to actually talk about that. Like,
What would you like to know?
okay, now the way I feel like schools. Well, I know the way schools are set up is to
Schools
tear
are
it.
set up. Yeah, exactly. They're set up to parent. Do you know a good example of this? Gym teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know what determines whether not a gym teacher gets to keep their gets to teach another year?
No.
Test scores. They don't have a way to test gym. If a student does shitty on an English exam in Harrison, for instance, if they do shitty on English test scores,
Move the mic a little bit close to you.
then the gym teacher is held accountable.
Okay, so what you're saying is,
Schools are set up for fucking
Now-
scores, and that's it.
all right. The other thing that I've noticed is that we give more funding to schools that do better than schools that don't.
Yeah,
So
which
we
is
have-
stupid.
We have underperforming schools with absolutely no fucking money that are trying to get kids out of the door, which is why we have such an issue with gangs. And because I mean, I'm just gonna be real with you guys. All right, if the school isn't funded enough to give children a decent education, and typically those are in
Right.
places with minorities.
Right.
Okay, because there's a lot of kids who don't have any money, who don't get a good education, and now they're part of a gang. If you want to solve the gang problem, and they don't want to solve it because it takes away, job security.
Teach them with their fucking hands. Teach them something useful. Take away government interference and welfare and holding them fucking down.
Sweden does a fantastic
And
job.
I will agree with that. I think the teaching of a trade is a huge thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hell,
And I think
where I
it
went
gets
to school-
knocked a lot.
Yeah, it does get knocked
What?
out. I learned how to wire a house. I learned how to put up drywall. I learned how to weld in high school.
Okay, as a woman, I can do the majority of that because I was
you can do anything
given.
a man can do. I don't know if
No, I can fucking drywall. The only thing I've never tried to do was roof a goddamn house.
It's a pain in
It's
the
a
ass.
pain in the ass, but it's easy.
Yeah, it's not.
But
super
it's like
difficult.
it's because
It's
I
easy
had
to
that.
system.
I was self-starter enough
Right.
that I wanted to teach myself these things.
Right.
And a lot of people, they don't have those tools because of the complacency issue.
They don't
Because
have those tools
they're
because
already-
we don't give that to. It's the same
Yes.
thing as communication. We have children who are going through life, who are becoming adults, who don't know how to properly communicate, and the only way that they know how to communicate is through violence.
oh my God,
Okay.
I know. No, this kills me. I know a mother who cannot even handle raw meat.
Oh, I know. You're talking about.
Yeah.
Legit.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
She has what 4 fucking kids.
Oh God, how many did she have? Hold on.
And she lives on fast food and complacency because she
For-
doesn't know how because
counting
she was
her
never given the
husband?
tools. Yeah. To literally
All right.
know how to do things.
Okay, but-
And it fucking kills me. And
Okay, look, home ec class, there was a reason behind that. All right, well, hold on. Let me
There
just,
was also
let me
a
just-
reason
Home ec is
behind
no
art.
longer- home ec does exist, by the way. It is no longer called home ec. It is now called consumer sciences.
Yeah,
My
fuck
oldest,
that.
our oldest takes it. Actually, he fucking excelled at it this year. He got like 103%.
Nice.
All right, let me just put this out there. The way Swedish schools are set up, all schools receive the same amount of funding, and they don't give charter schools or any of that other shit
Yeah.
extra money. There's no privatized schools.
They also
All
don't
the
do
money
that
that goes-
They also don't funnel most of it into sports.
And they also have free college.
Right. But let me just say this: rich people, if you're a Swedish fucking billionaire, your kid goes to the same school as the homeless guy down the street.
Yeah.
Okay, and because there is no specialty, it's all the same. And the majority of the day spent in a Swedish school is actually spent outside climbing trees.
Yeah,
Well, see,
hold on. I
I
also
love
want
that.
to point
Yeah.
out, but there are a few of the Nordic countries that don't give the standardized testing,
No, I think standardized testing is a
or
fucking-
or like even Japan and all that. They actually
Right.
do courses that are built on the
Yeah.
child's strengths.
Yeah.
right.
So they harness that and then they teach them from there.
Like
Yeah.
that is what is honestly that is probably what's going to fuck with me more than anything else once I start teaching.
But it
I
doesn't have
don't
to.
like the idea of giving standardized testing.
I don't like the idea of doing standardized
I
tests
will
too. I think it's
probably
I think
lose
it's
at least
bullshit.
one job due to my
I'm
disdain for standardized
You
testing.
know what? Actually, I think you'd be surprised how many teachers don't like standardized testing.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
the
I've
majority of it, because
I've
Hold
noticed
on,
at the
but-
university level, it doesn't fucking exist.
But
No.
hold on. So let's go back to what you said. The majority of teachers don't like standardized testing, but yet the parents, the teachers, none of them, they stand up against the government fucking rule. It's because they are being how their little jobs are dangled. We're taking unions away. We're doing all that.
Yeah.
Nobody is fucking protected anymore.
No.
No, they're not.
okay,
And yet we're still not standing up against these people.
okay,
Americans, you're fucking stupid.
Well, getting back onto
Jesus
the
fuck. Okay, no,
schools.
that pisses me the fuck off. Like, I will go down, and I've had
This is-
help head to head with my superintendent before
And-
because I didn't like what they were doing.
angry podcast day.
and
just
the way that schools are run. I mean, look at the way your typical classroom is set up.
yeah,
You've got kids literally lined up in rows.
yeah.
Look at the
Conformity.
hallway. Look at the hallway. It's literally made to make people fucking conform.
Look-
Much like a prison.
Yeah.
And I will
All right.
I will throw that out there.
Hold on.
And if anybody
Parents,
wants to
by
argue
not
that with
standing
me,
up, teachers, by not standing up against the powers that have fucking oppress you at a school level, a government level, all of that, you are telling them that that's okay. You are willingly being fucking labeled, being fucking chipped because you're a fucking prisoner. That is what you're doing. You were saying that you were no better than a fucking criminal. And you're allowing yourself to be treated as such.
So, okay, let me just put this out there because I feel like this needs to be brought up. When you are in school, and actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually change my statement. We're gonna go back a little bit and actually talk about some instances where kids have pissed on themselves because they can't go to the fucking bathroom.
I actually,
Girls have to fucking wait to change their fucking tampon, and they only got 5 minutes to change the tampon and get to the next class.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have teachers like, "Oh, well, it's possible because I did it on Tuesday."
No.
Congratulations, you did it in an empty hallway, and there wasn't 1,000 other motherfucking kids in the hallway blocking shit up.
I actually went to school with a guy who shit himself in class because he didn't have time.
Oh god, the fucking bathroom measures alone piss me off. You know, they're only allowing 3 bathroom passes per semester now.
Yeah. Interesting side note, the high school I went to had a 2-way mirror in the bathroom.
That's fucked up and illegal.
Yeah, we found it. It went into the janitor's closet.
So let me. All right, guys. If you want kids to act like adults, you've got to treat them like adults.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you
High
wanna act
school
like
students,
kids, treat them like kids.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to act like kids, which is why we're like, oh, well, you can't start smoking until you're 21. You can't start drinking until you're 21. But at the same time, you can be charged as a fucking adult.
Or you can join the military at 18, but you can have a
No,
fucking
you
beer.
can enjoy the military younger than that.
Yes,
you can.
Yeah, is it 16 now that they're a little?
If you're emancipated, I think you can join at 16.
I think it's 16 now. Yeah.
But okay, the majority of
That's fucking
issues,
stupid.
the majority of issues that
But
I've seen,
So you can die for your fucking country,
but you
Yeah,
can't
but
smoke
you
a
can't
drink
have
until
a
you're
beer.
but
21.
you have no liberty rights as a citizen.
You have no rights until you're 21.
Even then,
Even then it's
even
like,
then it's iffy.
shit, if you're black and you write a possible forged check, you don't have any rights either.
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus. I'm so sorry, guys. Typically, we try to keep our podcast a little upbeat, but it's really hard right now. It's really hard. We're having some issues like
I'm even you can
yeah.
you know me. I'm just like.
I'm really pissed off. And, you know, that wasn't the only death. There's been 3 black men killed.
There's been
No,
a
now,
shitload.
a little bit of good news. I will put this out
month.
there. There was a guy who, a man and his wife, were served a no-knock warrant.
I saw that.
They shot his wife. He shot back because he didn't know who the fuck it was. And the only reason there was a no-knock warrant is because the guy had some other motherfucker's mail delivered to his address like 17 fucking years ago. So they got a no-knock warrant for that. Went in, killed his wife. He shot back. He got told, well, you know, there's no knock warrant. And he's like, I didn't know you were the fucking cops. And he's like, doesn't matter, you can't shoot the cops. And they took him to prison, and he just got off on all those charges. Yeah, he just got off on the charges. So good news. Sad that it had to come to that. They had to shoot his fucking wife to figure out that the guy that they were looking for was actually in fucking jail already.
Yeah, he was already in jail.
Yeah, he was already in jail. They still served a no-knock fucking warrant. What the hell is going on? Like, there's... Okay,
what is going on is you have police who literally aren't being held accountable for the fucking
it goes
actions.
beyond the police. It goes beyond the police. What you have here is a fucking tyranny.
Yes.
And a failure to communicate basic shit.
No. You have a fucking tyranny that elects a couple of people to feel like they have power and tells them they're fucking special and not like the rest of us. So they have to treat us like fucking cattle. We are branded, we are herded, and we're treated like fucking cattle. And you guys fucking allow it.
I don't think it's being allowed on any.
No, it is absolutely being allowed by complacency and by not standing up and taking fucking siege in your government building.
I'll agree with you on that.
See, the thing with that is, and I get, like I've said, like we're talking about at the beginning of this, the shit going on in Minneapolis right now.
Right.
I fucking love that. Like, I know you guys are all about the whole nonviolent shit, but I'm all for going in and burning down a motherfucking
okay, hold on.
precinct.
Hold on.
I'm not
I I would prefer for it to be nonviolent.
I am
like,
I am the peaceful anarchist. I
Like-
am the nonviolent
Like,
one.
okay.
That's
like,
actually that's a fucking paradox.
No, it's
like-
not
like, I
because
have
you
a
can be
wife.
against government. You can absolutely be against government and against having a political power hoard over you.
You know what?
But
I'm
you
just gonna
can
throw this
still
out
be
there.
Like my
against
wife
violence.
is very non-violent and you know, non-violent, happy, you know, granola, whatever. I'll punch a motherfucker in the face.
Hey, high five.
Like, I don't care. I will
Let
bust
me-
you right in your fucking face.
Let me be very clear, real quick. The majority of
Hello, Mermac.
like the
Vermac.
great age, the golden age of America was actually based on a no tax system.
Yes.
Okay. The government was initially set up not to police the people, but to merely communicate on the behalf of the country with other countries. That's it. Okay, and then they started putting their fucking fingers in the public and taking over the civilian part of the shit. And let me tell you, if a government can't run a fucking brothel and make money, then they can't run a fucking country.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah. If you guys, there was a point in time where the government actually owned a cat house in Las Vegas. You guys can look it up. That shit
They
went under.
fucking lost money.
They lost money. It went under. If the government cannot run a fucking brothel and make money, literally sex. That's what you sell. Sex sells. Like, that's just the bait. You use sex to sell other shit. They were trying to use sex to sell sex, and they couldn't sell sex enough to make money.
I'm sorry. If you can't sell sex, you need to. No.
Like, stay out of the fucking public. Stay out of the civilian shit. Do your own thing with the other countries. Act on behalf of the people like you're supposed to, and stay out of our fucking way. All right? Like, when you make a prayer like, "Dear God, stay out of my fucking way so you can go and kill some motherfuckers," that's the same shit.
No.
Tell the government to
that
stay
is
out of your
why-
fucking way.
Personally, I think that's a large chunk of why everyone, like most
That's-
other countries, hate
Yeah,
Americans.
that's okay. A
Because
large
what we do is we go over, we fuck everybody else's shit up, and we can't even handle our own shit.
Right. No, I've actually been a proponent for a very long time of pulling back support from other nations until we sort our own shit out.
Absolutely.
Okay. And it'd take probably about a decade,
I'll
okay,
be
for us to
humming a
get
little
our own shit together and figure it out. The problem is nobody's willing to do that. If we pull back support for other nations for about a decade, well, several things will be accomplished. One, a lot of the other countries will realize exactly what we're bringing to the table because you don't know what you've got until you lose it. Second,
Right.
we'd probably be able to fix our own shit and there wouldn't be as many homeless people. And third, the amount of money we're spending on the military is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, absolutely is. Less
Oh, it is.
wars is a happy
Right.
country.
Okay,
I
let's
thought you were
look
going to
at-
say less wars, more wars.
Let's-
I swear that's
Hey, you know
immediately
what?
where my brain
Listen.
went.
You know what? Fuck it. Less wars, less wars, more
Yeah,
whores.
We
There
make
we go.
love, not war, literally.
Yeah. Let's fucking do this.
I'm
Let's
sorry.
fuck
My
everybody.
brain kicked in and filled that one into my head.
So let's take a look at history real quick. Let's take a look at Rome. Okay, Rome got too big to control itself, to control its borders. What ended up happening? It fell. We're the same fucking boat. Okay, we're Rome. We will fall. That's
You know
really it. We've gotten to the point where the amount of colonies and states and a lot of people don't know this. We have colonies.
Yes, we do.
We have a large amount of colonies. They can't vote.
Territories.
Territories. Yeah, we call them territories.
Puerto Rico.
They're fucking Puerto Rico is one of them. There's a lot of territories out there controlled by the U.S.
Virgin
Islands. Yeah. We've gotten way too big to control our own shit. We've gotten way too big to make it profitable. You know what? Speaking of profit, do you guys know why it's so hard to start a fucking business? Look at some of the fucking regulations on business, and you'll understand. There's literally like a 30 by 30 room filled with fucking papers, stacks and stacks and stacks of papers of all the regulations for business. Okay? That's way too many fucking regulations. Now, if you want to make it safe for people, congratulations. That's awesome. I appreciate what you're trying to do. People are going to be stupid anyway. Just keep that in mind. Just because there's a law against it doesn't mean people aren't going to do it. It's the same thing as smoking marijuana. Okay? It's literally the same thing as smoking marijuana. People still smoke marijuana even if it was under prohibition. We literally made alcohol illegal, and we're like, you know what? People shouldn't drink alcohol, so we made ethanol. Was it ethanol? Yeah. And then people drank that shit and died, and they're like, oh, well, yeah, we made that and put it in stuff so people can get drunk and just, be alive. So we did that and then killed a bunch of people, so don't drink it.
Yeah.
After the fact. Not before, after the fact.
And what about the fucking American government alone taking literal cities and doing scientific testing on them?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
the fuck?
Okay.
You're allowing that shit.
Oh, we're not gonna get into all that.
I think
I could spend it. I don't have time to get into that because I have to leave for work.
Yeah. And like the
20
podcast
Yeah.
has got to end because I got to get home to my kids. But
Right.
like, seriously,
I wouldn't mind revisiting that on a second part. Honestly,
I think
there may be a fucking
fine.
part 2 Tuesday. I don't fucking know. This is something that pisses us all three equally off. And
Honestly,
I'm surprised there's not as many comments as there are with these.
Honestly, I think they're just listening.
and
They're
that's
honestly
what
not
the
just listening
more
because we're pissed, and they're like, "Yeah,
and that's one
I can
thing.
see it.
And I
People,
said
and
this-
you know what? It kills me is I know these people more than likely are going to sit home. They're going to digest what we're saying here a little bit, and they're not going to make those proper changes.
Right, but
in
hold
their
on.
life.
I don't think it's about making the proper changes. Initially, it's about opening your eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot of people. I'm pretty sure Ace has her eyes fucking wide open. Like, she's on this channel as soon as we fucking opened up.
Yeah, Ace was
Shout out to
above
Ace.
me
She's
on
awesome.
the top viewer thing there. So
I have seen enough to know that it's just about opening people's eyes. If you can open their eyes, eventually they'll be called to action. Okay.
All right, this is your call to action, guys. Seriously. This is your fucking
have
call
to
to
do it in
action.
the
I'm
voice
not
of the
saying be
warriors.
violent with it, so government, you can
You
fuck
get all
off and not
sultry.
arrest me on that one. But here is your call to action to open your fucking eyes, to realize what the fuck is going around you. Do the research yourself.
Yeah,
Take
I
a
don't
do
stand
some reading on
and
history.
refuse
Like-
to learn the fucking laws. Refuse
Okay.
to allow your government control you anymore.
Like I said when we started this, I don't believe the media. Okay.
Fuck no,
Like
you shouldn't.
when it came down to George Floyd, I didn't believe everything until I watched it myself.
There are two
Like-
companies that control the media in the United States.
Yes.
Two fucking companies. Do you know how much media we have out there? Two fucking companies.
Well, they don't control us.
Yeah, fuck
They
them.
try to.
I'm sure they will.
Oh yes, they will.
But
They will try.
here's the truth of the matter. Like, every time someone dies at the hands of a cop, I'm not going to make up my mind until I watch it.
Yeah.
Until I see it with my own eyes. And that's the issue. Now, if it happens that, someone was abused by the police and there wasn't any cameras, you know what? I think that there should just be a default of there's no proof. Sorry. And let them go.
Yeah.
Let them go. Stop it. If you want proof, like, they've got body cams for a fucking reason. If you've got your body cam turned off, I'm sorry, but you're guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The body
Yeah.
cams.
There's no reason for you to
Yeah.
shut that shit
No,
off.
No.
The body cams literally are not stopping this violence, though.
That's because they were.
It's not truthfully holding these officers accountable for their actions.
I would love to
Because
see the
they're
body
not-
cam of the police. I can't wait till they release that
Oh,
footage.
God,
They
I
won't.
guarantee you they won't.
They
That
won't.
will be misplaced in some fucking digital.
Yeah.
Fucking, that will never
See,
ever turn up.
I'm sorry. One thing I gotta say.
Or
if
their
there
or
is-
it'll
if
be
it's
their
on some kind of
their
digital-
body cam malfunctioned.
No, that's bullshit. Let me just put this out there. Those body cams cost like $2,000.
Yeah,
A
they don't
pop.
fuck up.
They don't
They're
fuck
pretty high
up.
quality.
Okay, like, there's a reason why they have those body cams, and it's to protect the cops' ass. They CYA people. Okay, so if you don't get the body cam footage, I guarantee you there's some more shit on that doesn't vilify
Yeah.
the police at all. Oh God, sorry, coffee went down the road. But if you don't get that body cam footage, I can guarantee you that there's some more shit on that. Yeah, I got the Rona. I still wonder if it's the same person. There is.
Oh, hold on. Ask your question.
Herbal Society. Are you the same Herbal Society from Facebook and Instagram? Like, I'm just kind of curious because I follow Herbal Society on Facebook and Instagram. So
I don't want dead silence, so I'm just going to like
No,
talk.
we'll just,
Go ahead.
yeah, we'll keep
Yeah.
talking.
Like,
Well,
just,
when
I
you
had
run
the
it-
thought. I had the thought the other day, and I wanted to ask.
I hope, because I mean, there's a lot to be said about what is it? Not Infamous. The mask group, the hacker group with the masks.
Anonymous.
Anonymous. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, Anonymous.
I was totally dropped.
Yeah, I know. It, like
I was
the
like,
word just
"Ooh."
completely like.
Hold on,
gone.
you noticed how the whole Anonymous movement was stomped out for
Yeah.
a minute? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been gone. There was a lot to be said about the shit that they would put out there. Like I loved watching their videos.
Actually, they still do a lot of shit. They actually they have a convention.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they have like a Comic-Con almost type setup
Yeah,
that they do
yeah.
every year.
I mean, honestly, I would love.
I'd love to check that out.
I totally get that. I stay as low key on social media
Yeah, no,
as I possibly can.
You're good. Like I said, just had the thought.
Well, until the podcast got started, now it's like
Oh, awesome!
I did not realize we were reaching as far as the
I
UK.
did
That's
not
actually
either.
kinda
That's pretty cool.
cool.
And this stands for the shit that's going on in the UK too. Like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Your British country is fucking you up the ass.
Well,
Now, all this shit that's going on,
yeah.
like,
I
fuck.
haven't read on the UK for about a month, so I'm sure I'm missing some
I'm
shit.
actually
their
taking
their police brutality is not.
They're pretty good actually.
No, they're not. They're fucking not. There are riots in the fucking street. There are terrorist attacks everywhere.
Okay, there's one thing to be said about the French people. They don't like anything, they will fucking riot like that. They don't give a shit.
That's because.
Okay.
Have you met French people?
The UK is not.
I know it's not French.
Have
I
you
know it's
met
not
French
French.
people?
I have met
They
French
will fight a motherfucker over nothing.
I,
No,
yeah,
okay.
like,
So
I get that.
the French people are actually dealing with their own government right now.
Oh, I know.
No, okay. So you know all of those mom and pop wine producers and stuff
Yeah.
like that. They're being snuffed out
By
in
the bigger
control of
corporation.
3 major
Yeah.
corporations in their own country.
Which
And
is
no, these people,
insane.
there's actually terrorist attacks on the wine country right now with the small mom
Yeah,
and
there's,
pops.
like,
They're
fucking
literally
vineyards
burning
being
down.
burned
It's fucked up.
It's
Holy
fucking
shit.
nuts.
It's because the people are allowing their fucking government to control instead of taking the power in their own
And then
hands.
also-
So what is that about a new world order?
There's
Like,
also a huge thing about
Jesus Christ.
wines being mislabeled and shit like that.
Yeah.
There's a big, huge thing.
Like, I'm sorry, but like, if you
Oh,
want,
and the major 3 producers, the whole in China right now, it has some of the
Yeah,
highest
yeah.
wine producers right now. They
Yeah,
just
China
fucking
makes more
relabel
wine
it
than
for
France.
France.
let me just put this out there. You guys want good shit? Go to a mom and pop store. Okay. You guys want the best fucking scotch you can get in your life?
Oh,
Like-
Herbal City. That was clearly okay on our Facebook. You know, you can add us at Just FK or Morning Coffee with Just FK. We're going to be posting some videos. We posted on previously on the police brutality and how it's handled differently between white and black people. There is William Bill Stanford, a white man who held up, kidnapped people, held up a fast food place with a gun. This is local news to us. Who the police were very calm with him. He assaulted the police. He attempted murder of somebody. He bioweaponed using his loogies. You know, it's that. But a guy makes a fucking check and he gets murdered because he's black. Like, that is what we're going to be posting up on the videos of how the different interactions have happened. Hold on. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're definitely corrupt. But
so
all
am
right.
I? Hold on. Am I correct in assuming that you're a lawyer?
Hold on.
Like,
Are you?
I think so. She says she's currently going into court for an innocent man who was attacked.
My attention is peaked now.
I think so too. Like, I'm actually very interested in this, because I'd love to hear like a lawyer's stance in the UK, because I know the laws differ, probably drastically in some
Probably
instances,
a lot.
but they're probably similar in some other cases. But I would love to know if you are a lawyer or not. That'd be awesome.
I don't
Okay.
believe I've ever.
You speak on it on your lives from time to time. Like I'm trying to get more active in other podcasts. Oh,
Ah.
okay. All right. So you were actually a witness the police attacking this guy, and the cop said that he attacked them.
Right.
No.
Right.
God, see, here in America, that wouldn't have even gone to court. They would have
just-
offered the guy a plea deal and like push. We don't have a right to a speedy trial anymore. They push that
No.
shit back and push it
Actually,
back and push
there's
it back, and
a
now you have
large
to
issue.
petition.
There's a large issue with people. It's no longer innocent until proven guilty.
No, it's guilty.
until proven innocent.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole bailout shit pisses me off because there are people who've been in there for years who haven't had their court date yet, and they don't know if they're innocent or not because you haven't been to fucking court. But they're sitting there like, oh, if you plead guilty, then you can get out. Well, yeah, but then you have fucking charges. You've already been in prison for 3
Well, I
fucking
mean,
years.
that goes into the whole, we can tie that all the way back into, the, what was it, the West Memphis? Hold on.
You got to speak
And he's
louder.
partially blind. He's partially blind and was attacked by the. That sounds so fucking coppish.
Yeah.
All right,
It's really fucking.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, that,
We
you know,
really
that can
we're
tie back
with
into
the broken leg.
with the yeah.
Jesus!
Oh,
What was the skin color?
such a fucking
Jesus fuck.
yeah. Okay, so that's
I didn't realize the cops in the UK were that bad.
Dude, I'm telling you, they're fucked
Of
up.
course, I should mention that my only real knowledge of cops
He
in
was
the UK
Asian. Okay.
comes from Monty Python.
okay.
Okay, so you
Okay.
cannot allow Monty Python to be an accurate representation of the people in the UK.
Well,
like,
hold on.
the
It
fuck?
is
What is there a
Hold on,
Ministry of
hold on.
Silly Walks?
hold on. It is an accurate representation of their humor.
Have you ever seen Hugh Laurie when he was on
Yes.
Monty Python? It was
I
fucking
love
great.
Hugh Laurie.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I swear to God. See, this is why, okay, as an American citizen, it is your
Jesus
duty
Christ.
to realize what the fuck is going on in
Yes,
the
yes,
world,
it is.
and not
Yes.
just your own country.
It is.
And work with other citizens of other fucking countries to take a stand against that fucking tyrannical
That's
regime.
just fucking ridiculous.
All right, anyways, we gotta
That's
close this
insane.
fucking podcast today because we can go down for hours. But
We might actually bring this back up next Tuesday. We might do a part 2 about this. And in the meantime, I will be posting videos to our Facebook. If you're not a part of our Facebook, if you haven't followed, it's go ahead. It's hashtag morning coffee with just
no,
FK.
it's at Morning Coffee with Just FK on
Okay,
Facebook. If you can't find us like that, you can just go to your search bar, type in Just FK. You can also find us on Spotify, Google Play. You'll
It will pop up. What's the profile picture again? Is it still?
it's still my
Chris-
face.
Is it? Okay, I couldn't remember if it was your face or it was
No,
still
I-
Chris.
Oh wait, no,
it's-
on
I think
It pops
Facebook.
up as Chris Farley.
Yeah, no,
It is Chris Farley.
yeah, it is Chris Farley because Chris Farley is a comedic god, but still.
Yes.
Anyways, so thank you guys for tuning in today and letting us rant for an hour and 48 minutes. We love you. And here in a couple hours, the podcast will be uploaded and you guys can catch it from the beginning because I know a lot of you came in when we were like 40 minutes to an hour already in.
Yes.
So
We do. I'll tell you about that later. We do a lot of stuff on the Facebook. If you guys want to chat with us, message the Facebook page. We're still small enough where it's not overwhelming, so please feel free. I do want to get to the point where we're not reaching, 100 people, where we're reaching thousands and thousands. I would love to be able to spread our influence. So please, like, share, subscribe.
I'll let you know by next Tuesday if I get arrested for my call to action here.
You know what, honestly, and
But being white, I probably won't.
well, you look white. at the
That's
very
fucked
least.
up. But all right. Thank you guys for tuning in today, and we will see you next Tuesday. Have a wonderful afternoon, and we love you.